In the next point, they are saying that we see that L1 is perpendicular to L4. Similarly, L4 is also perpendicular to L1. So that means this is the case of the symmetric. So if I'll take any relation, if any line is perpendicular to first line is perpendicular to the second, then definitely second line is perpendicular to the first line. So I can take any of the case, I will get the same result. If it is true for all lines, that means this is symmetric as per the definition. Now, come to the not transitive case. We have proved not reflexive. We have proved symmetric. Now, we see that L1 is perpendicular to L4. Now, come to the diagram. That will be good for you. L1, L4, L2. L1 is perpendicular to L4. L4 is perpendicular to L2. Is L1 is perpendicular to L2? No. If any case will not satisfy the definition of relation, that means this is not transitive. So that means this is not transitive. So while writing the observation, you will be able to prove that this is not reflexive but symmetric and not transitive. Now, what is the conclusion? From the above activity, it is verified that the relation is perpendicular on a set R of all straight lines in a plane is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. Now, if I'll talk about the application you need to write that this activity can be used to identify whether the given relation is an equivalent relation or not. Let's suppose, what do you mean by equivalence relation? If it is reflexive, if it is symmetric, if it is transitive, it will be called as equivalence relation. Otherwise, it's not a equivalent relation. Now, while writing in the lab manual, you need to cover it up till application. This follow-up activity is not required, and these are the viva voce questions. This questions is important as per the paper point of view whenever we'll have the practical part. So you can use it, this viva voce questions for that thing. Basically, you need to revise the concept of equivalence relation. It will cover everything. Now, come to the activity 2. Now, we'll have chapter 1. We'll have lots of activities related to chapter 1, but I have choose activity 1 that will be called as your first activity. Now I am taking the third activity, but whenever you are writing in the lab manual, you need to write activity number 2. So do remember, this is your activity number 2 as per the sequence of lab manual which we need to follow till the board examination practical. Now this topic will have the topic is related to functions. Earlier we have taken the topic of relation, equivalence relation. Now I am taking the topic of 1-1 and on to functions. So what we need to do? Objective is to demonstrate a function which is not 1-1 but is onto. Okay. Prerequisite knowledge, what it's required? We should aware about the definition of relation, functions, and what are the types of functions. This we have already discussed in exercise 1.1 and 1.2, that what do you mean by 1-1 relation, many-one relation, onto functions and everything. Now, material required, colored chart paper. Of course, you can take the origami sheets, a hardboard instead of hardboard, but in the lab manual, you may write it. A pair of scissors, glue sticks, some paper pins, some pieces of thread or yarn, you can use it. Or it's important, it's good. Whatever material you are using, if you are writing that material only, so that will be good enough, because we are not using the board pen and all. But for the other activities, I will show you the practical part also, that how we are proving the activity. But this activity is very simple, so we can have like this only. Now, material required is done. Now, come to the procedure. What you need to do? From a green chart paper, cut out a rectangular strip of length 15 cm and width 3 cm. So, you have taken this width as 3 cm and 15 cm. So, this figure you will be having. After that, what you need to do? You will take from a red chart paper, cut out a rectangular strip of length 10 cm and 3 cm. So, we are just taking it. It's not very important that why we are taking this kind of dimensions. Dimensions can be anything. You can take the equal dimensions also. That is not an issue, and this is not at all important that why we are taking 10 or 3 only. Okay. After that, paste these two strips on a hardboard. Now let's suppose this is your hardboard, side by side, and mark it as A and B. Now let's suppose this is the domain and this is the range. Like arrow diagram we used to make it. So here I am taking the rectangular strips. Now fix 4 paper pins on the green strip. These are the pins and these are denoting alphabets A, B, C, D. So these are the members of the domain. Now next, similarly fix 3 paper pins on the red strip and mark as X, Y, Z. So these are the members of codomain X, Y and Z. Now come to the next step. Join pins on the strips with the help of the threads or yarns. Now I have made some combination. So as per the combination, I need to prove what? I need to prove that this is not a 1-1 function but this is onto. So if I want to prove onto but not 1-1, so my target is not onto. Onto we need to prove, and 1-1, this is not 1-1, I need to prove with this arrow diagram. Now firstly see, if I'll talk about the image of the element A is Z, B is Y, C is X, D is Z. Now see, pre-image, and if I'll talk about pre-image of X is C, Y is B, Z is A and D. Now what you can conclude? A and D will have the same image and Z will have 2 pre-images. So that means, as per the definition, since the elements A and D in A have the same image, that means A and D has same image Z. So that means the function is many one. So that means this is not 1-1. So this is the case of many one. So we have proved, that's why I have taken this kind of combination. And if I'll talk about onto definition, if every element will have pre-image in the domain, then this will be onto function. So that means if the codomain is equivalent to the range, that means function is onto. So this is giving the same condition. So from 8th and 9th point, we can conclude the function is not 1-1 but onto. And from the above activity, what we can conclude? That we can demonstrate any of the function, any of the example you can take. It's not necessary whatever example I am taking here, you need to take the same. So you can form your own example. And this is the activity. If I'll talk about the application, the activity can be used for the concept clarity of bijective function. So this we have already discussed. So till application you need to write, and rest viva was question you need to revise as per the practical point of view.